Hello there, and welcome to the live draw for CWT 2021. So, how is this going to work? As you can see on the screen, I've got a little bingo machine here. So I'm going to unpack this live on the stream. So how it's going to work. All the CWT participants have been organised into 4 separate seeding pools determined by CWT staff based on their skill and prior achievements. So that way we won't see, for example, Mablak, Chuvash and Dario all in the same group. Each player has been assigned a number from 1 to 32, as you can see on the left of the screen. We will be putting 32 balls, numbered 1 to 32, into this little bingo cage thing here, and we spin it round and round and round, and the balls come out one by one. The balls will be placed into 8 columns in this little thing here, and 4 rows, making sure that we don't have any players from the same seeding pools in the same groups from A to H. There's actually only 7 columns here, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th column is going to be on 61, 62, 63 and 64. But, right, open this up and get things ready. Oh wait, I've actually got... Oh, in fact, never mind. Never mind. We have actually got 8 columns, this thing. If I put that up a bit, I never realised that that actually has a second part. So excellent, we've got 8 columns there, that's perfect. So let's unpackage the balls that we're going to be using. So as you can see, holding that up for the camera so you can see, get that nice and close there, try and tilt it so it focuses in. Trying to get this camera to focus properly. A bit. You can see that that's numbered, so that's 1 to 15, so... Oh, my balls just dropped. Where did that go? Right. So what we'll do is we put these in the machine one by one. So there's number 1. Try and get it focused in. So we'll just put all these balls in the cage. How did that come out now? Oh yeah, because that thing flipped over already, didn't it? Actually going to have to make sure to get all the bits off these, actually. I didn't want to put them in before the stream. Hey Chuvash, Zemke, Pavli, Sabasa, hello. I didn't want to do anything like unpackage these balls before the stream just in case anybody thought there was some sort of tampering. So some of the balls I've got like... because they came all connected like this and they've all got little bits on them that I need to try and peel off here. A little bit more annoying than I thought it was going to be, but nevertheless we will get there. There's no rush. Got 2 hours to do this because then we've got the 80 HP Cup game later tonight with Dario and Mablak. So we need to get 32 of these balls out and ready to put in the cage. That'll be up to 30 and that'll be up to 32. I can get rid of that stuff there. Right. Wait, so I only need... What is that? That's number 32, that's number 31. We don't need those other ones from there. So we just need these 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. Interesting that all these balls came still connected to a little bit of plastic. So yeah, I went online and bought a bingo machine to do this draw with. Got all these wee little bits away here. can go there just now. I would have liked, because you can see, if you can see on these wee balls, let me bring that down into focus. That's not going to focus properly there. Can I get that to like... So you can see there's a little bit at the top with some of the balls, and so I'm going to try and peel as much of that off as I can. I need to bring some of those other balls back out. How are you all doing today? Are you all excited for the draw here? Once I peel all these, it shouldn't take too long. I didn't realise that these would all have little bits stuck on the edges. Thought they would have came off. I thought they would have came out smooth. Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, I've got a knife. Hold on. Ugh. I wonder if this little knife will do. This is where I cut my fingers on screen or something, I bet you. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. That's easier to do it that way. Well, to a certain extent. Oh, so many of these. Let's get... They don't have to be perfect, to be honest. I'll just get them as good as I can. Try and get this done as fast as possible here. This is what you get when you buy cheap balls. You should always get your balls from a good quality vendor. Before you begin, yeah, I'll explain the process. So, let me just get my little thing up again. So what's going to happen here, for anybody that's missed it, all the CWT participants have been organised into 4 separate seeding pools, determined by the CWT staff based on their skill and prior achievements. So this way we're not going to see all the best players in the same groups. So we're not going to see like Dario, Mablak and Chuvash, for example, all in the same group. So if you look at the left of the screen, you can see the 4 groups that have been organised and selected by the CWT staff. All the balls are numbered 1 to 32 here, and all the players have been assigned a number 1 to 32 based on their skill and whatnot. So what's going to happen is, I need to get these balls back out just to make sure. So what's going to happen is we're going to put all the balls, you know what, I'm just going to throw this on the carpet and hoover it up when I'm done. So all the balls, all the players have been assigned numbers from 1 to 32. And what's going to happen is we're going to throw them all into this machine right here. We spin it round, the balls will come out one at a time, or they should. And then we put them into the little tray here, for example. And then so for example, if the first ball came out and that was number 1, which is Tade, I would put that here in the number 1 slot. And then, for example, if the next ball that came out was number 2, which would be Mablak, we wouldn't put it there because then they would be in the same group, so we would put it down into the next column. And then if the next one was from a different pool, that would go into the number 1 slot. And so on, until we have 8 different groups, and none of the groups have any players from the same pool. I've just got one more ball to smooth here. Right. Let me get the knife away here. Get rid of all this crap. Get all the balls in. In fact, actually, these two need to be smoothed down a little bit. I'm going to catch up with the chat in a minute, guys. Just trying to smooth these balls down as much as I can. Right, that's good enough. And I didn't even cut myself. Yay. Right. Fuck. What an absolute mess this is making. You know what, just... Right, so what's going to happen now is we're going to put all these balls, which are numbered 1 to 32, inside the machine now. I'm going to hold the thing shut and spin it round a few times before I let any of the balls come out. And if we get 2 or 3 at a time, then I can just throw them back in and go round again. Because it's not a very expensive thing here, it's pretty cheap, so there's already a ball stuck in there as well. So I'm just going to hold that shut, put it up there so that all the balls are there. So you can see all the balls are inside the machine now. Give it a little shake. I'm just going to clean this up first. Get all that crap. I'm just going to brush all that onto the floor and then I'll hoover that after the stream. That's no problem. Right. We're all set to go. I'm just going to quickly read up on the chat. Go use pliers. Do not cut the finger. Yeah, my fingers are all good. We're all good. Right. Just before I start, I'm just going to explain it again for anybody who might have showed up in the last minute and haven't actually heard. So now that I'm ready to go, I'm just going to read this out again quickly. This is how the draw is going to work. All CWT participants have been organised into 4 separate seeding pools determined by CWT staff based on their skill and prior achievements. This way, for example, we won't see Mablak, Chuvash and Dario all in the same group. Each player has been assigned a number from 1 to 32, as you can see on the left side of the map here. It's not a map, the screen even. We will be putting 32 balls numbered 1 to 32 in a bingo cage, which is this thing here, and we spin it round and round. I'm just holding this so that none come out yet. So the idea is to spin this round. They all come out random, and then we put them into the thing here. So there's going to be 8 columns down to number 8 here, and like 4 rows. So it's going to be 1, 2. So this will be group A. So you can see if I bring this closer, right, just so you can see. You can see under the letter B, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's your 8 groups. So 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D, and so on all the way till H. And then what happens is a ball will come out. If that's number 1, we're going to put it in group 1. Because the idea is to make sure that none of the players in the pools are in the same group with each other. So it's got to be like, for example, 1, 9, 17 and 25, 2, 10, 18 and 26, right? It's got to be, they've got to be separated like that. So, right, here we go. Going to start this going. So I'm just going to give it another little shake. Right. Let's see who the first player is for CWT 2020. That one just fell out there. It didn't go all the way around, but it is 11 So number 11, which is K's, goes into Group A. So I'm just going to write that down on my notepad here. Right, number 2. It's not falling out properly, but okay. At least they're coming out one at a time. They're not going down the actual thing. But number 2 is 21, which is Kilobyte. So he will go into Group A. Next up, we have number 18, which is Vok. So Vok will go into Group 2, seeing as there's already someone from... what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go like X, Y, Z, W, just so I know that... So we've already got one from Z, so I'm putting the next one from Z in the second row. You see what I mean? Because there's already a player from name from the first one. So that is number 18, which is Vok. So Vok is in Group B. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right, but if I'm doing it wrong, correct me. So we've got K's and Kilobyte in Group A. Right. Next one here. Oh yes, I managed to get it actually come up that time. Hey, it went down the slide. So next one is number 9, which is Bullseye. So he will go into Group 2. That's correct. Right. So next one up. We have 5. So that is Rafka. He will go into the first pool here. I've got a notepad here as well that I'm just writing stuff down so that I don't get lost here. So Rafka number 5 is in Group A. Let's get the next one here. So that fell out. That is 3. So that is Tita. He will go into the second pool here. Tita. So Tita is in Group B with the other guys. I crossed Boras, not Bullseye. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, good job. Right. Hold on. There we go, thank you. Right, next one. The bingo machine isn't working properly. It's falling out the front instead of going down the chute. Next one, number 24. See if I can get that for you to see. Number 24 there. Can't get it to focus in properly. So number 24, that is Tanner. And we already have 2, so he will go into Group C. Tanner. Right, next one. 19. Get that up. Focus on it, stupid camera. Well, you can see that anyway. 19, so that is Abe God, so he'll need to go into that group. Abe God. I think I'm doing this right. I hope so. So Abe God is in Group D. Right, next one. $25, that is Foxhound. Trying to get that showing up there. You can see it, it's a bit blurry, but... Why is it not like it's got horrible focus? Right, that's 25 anyway, so that'll go into Group 1, or Group A even, Foxhound. So Group A is complete. So Group A is K's, Kilobyte, Rafka, and Foxhound. Yes, it's going to go down the slide now. Right, the next one is 12, which is Kano. So that will go into Group C, because we already have that in the first two groups. So Kano, Group C. Next one. Oh, that just about fell. Number 4, which is Dario. He will be in Group 3. Put Dario there, nice and neat. Right, moving on. 22. So that's Solanio, and that's the 5th one from Z, so that'll be a new row. So Solanio in Group E. Right, what have we got next? Oh. Number 1, which is Tade. So he will be in Group D. Write that down. Tade. Right, next one. Well, 2 came out there, so I'm going to put the second one back in. I haven't even looked at what it is, but one at a time, so that one goes back in. The first one that came out, number 32. That is Catsis. So they will go in Group 2, Group B even. So Catsis, Group B. So that is Group B finished. So Group B is Vok, Bulsi, Tita, and Catsis. Oh, my balls dropped. So this one is 7. So that is Siwi. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be Group E. So Siwi, Group E. Next one up. $27. So that is Knight Templar. That will be Group C. So Group C is complete now. That's correct, isn't it? Because that's the third one from, yeah. So that's Group C. So Knight Templar. Just writing that down on my notepad here, scribbling it in. So that is Group C complete. So that's Tanner, Kano, Dario, and Knight Templar in Group C. Moving on. That's actually there, so I'm going to make that go round again. So that one fell out, and this is 23. You can see that it's a bit, it doesn't focus properly. I wonder if I put my finger, there we go. If I bring my hand. Why does that not focus? Anyway, you saw it for a second, that's 23. So 23 is Senator. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 23 will go into Group 6. So that's Senator in Group F. Right, moving on. Yes, this one's going to go down the slide. Whee! So 8. I need that to focus a bit better, so how can I get this to focus? Focus, camera. I'm pretty sure you can see that that's... It's not very... Can I obscure everything else? So, there we go. You saw it there for a second. Right, 8 anyway, so that's Albus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6. So Albus goes into group F as well. Right, moving on. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So there's put my hand behind it. Right. I'll try that with the next one. Crap, that one fell down again. See, what's supposed to happen is the ball's supposed to be picked up inside this little cup, then travel round, fall out the back down this little slide and go wee. But it's not behaving. Right, number 31, put the ball... Oh yeah, if I do that and then... good idea. So 31, as you can see. Good idea there, Zemke. So 31 is nukes, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll go in, nukes will be in group D. N-O-O-X. Right, next ball. I mean, I suppose, oh well, that just fell out anyway, so... 10. Number 10 there. So number 10 is Koras. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So Koras is in group F. D, sorry. So that's group D complete. So group D is Aid God, Tade, Nukes, and Koras. Right, that one's already in there, so I'm going to do that. And so next one here. 20. So that'll go in... So 20 is Mega Adnan, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Mega Adnan in group G. Right, moving on. Yes, it's going to go down. Whee! Number 6. How did I get that to focus before? There we go. 6 there. You saw it for a second. So that is Chuvash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chuvash will go in there with Adnan. Chuvash. Right, moving on. Next one that fell down. 26. So 26 is Saint Jimmy. Saint Jimmy, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is group F. No, E. So Saint Jimmy. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 balls left. I wish it would go all the way round. Right, next one, 16. So 16 is Fuson, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is group F complete. No, E complete, sorry. So group E is Solanio, Siwe, St. Jimmy, and Fuson. Did I? Yeah, I did scratch them all. Right, 8 balls left. So 13. That is Psychology. So he will go in group F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Psychology, group F. Right, moving on. Number 28. So that is Arctic the Fox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is group F complete. What was that I just said? It was Arctic the Fox. Man, I actually thought Arctic the Fox and Foxhound were the same person. Okay. Sorry. Just realised that those are two different people. Right. Moving on. The next one that came out is 14. 14 is Master. So that will be the 7th group. So Group F is finished, and Group F is Senator, Albus, Psychology, and Arctic the Fox. Right, moving on. This is 15, which is Diego, so that will go into Group H, 15, which is Diego. Diego 9-8. Right. Gonna let that go round again here. So the next one, 29. That is the Walrus. So that will be Group G complete, so the Walrus. And then the other 3 balls will be Group H, basically. So, because that's it. So, Mablack, Leoric, and Chicken 2-3 will be in Group H, but I'm just going to put the balls down anyway, just for the fun of it. Got to finish playing with my balls here. So, 17 would have been the next one, that's Leoric. And then the next one would have been... Yes, it goes... Whee! The next one would have been Mablack, number 2. So Mablack goes there. And then the last ball... 30. Chicken 2-3. Group H. So there you have it. So, Eric, Mablack, and Chicken 2-3. So that is your draw for CWT 2021. I hope you enjoyed that. So Zenk has made I think he's done it already, so let's look at that. https blah 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 cwtsite.com/groups. So let's have a look at this. Go to there and go to display screen. Right, so these are your groups for CWT 2021. In Group A, we have Kays, Rafka, Foxhound, and Kilobyte. In Group B, we have Catsis, Tita, Vok, and Bullseye. In Group C, we have Kano, Dario, Tanner, and Knight Templar. In Group D, we have Koras, Tade, Abegod, and Nukes. In Group E, we have Fuson, Siwe, St. Jimmy, and Solanio. In Group F, we have Albus, Psychology, Arctic the Fox, and Senator. In Group G, we have Master, Chuvash, the Walrus, and Mega Adnan. And in Group H, we have Mablak, Diego98, Leoric, and Chicken23. So yeah, that is your official draw for CWT 2021. I hope I made no mistakes. Pretty sure I got everything correct there. Everything went according to plan. I like this bingo machine. It's pretty good. So there we go. Good luck, everybody, and I hope to see you soon for some matches. Very, very exciting groups this year. Having a little look here. Who do you guys think has the toughest group? What do you think is the toughest group? I'm looking at Group G with Master, Chuvash, the Walrus, and Mega Adnan. I think that's going to be a very, very, very tough group. That's going to be an exciting group. And then Kano, Dario, Tanner, Knight Templar. That'll be some fun games as well. Group A will be quite exciting as well. K's, Rafka. They're all exciting groups, to be honest, but I think the one to watch out for will be Group G. Master, Chuvash, the Walrus, and Mega Adnan. Those are all great players. Group H as well, to be honest. Mablak, Diego, Leoric, and Chicken.